Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week 1. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
On the option, here's Newton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Out of the gun, Newton. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And Pascal's got it.
Ooh, he's running.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And this carries into the end zone.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Julian Blackmon brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack on 1st down, Minshew. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish, because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long, here's Minshew. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Newton.
7.
This one into the hands of Burton.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be
You
really
don't deserve
upset.
anything for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
Campbell making the catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st down, Indianapolis.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up.
Here's Newton. Pass incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, Newton. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
It's a gain of 6. And it's
3rd and 2, Newton. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars nothing.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Now Minshew. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Still on his feet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
They'll run with Taylor. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jaguars 26-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now we give to Taylor, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Brings up 4th down.
They snap it to Newton. Forced out to his left. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. And they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll run on first down. Cottrell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He's got it complete to Thompson. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Robinson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Lining up for the point after.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you put a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Josh Lambo, the kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Blocked by Jared Wilson.
Man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Minshew sets to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Malik Hooker on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. It'll be Minshew again. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this carries into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the 1st half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Nice play by DJ Chark there, and he's a great example of how a guy can improve from his rookie year to season 2. Quiet as a rookie, 1,000-yard season last year, ended up becoming a Pro Bowl selection for the Jaguars.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
now it's Newton.
The 48-yard line.
He's got Burton here. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
And they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. On 1st down, Newton. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Being chased out left. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Newton. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor now with his 3rd touchdown in his 1st ever NFL game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that up? The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
45-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches.
Back to throw, Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And it's third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And some space here. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Cam on the option, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Cam Newton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And here's a good way to kick off and drive complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
49-yard line.
Minshew first. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Colts 35, Jaguars 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They run. Robinson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again on 2nd down. Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Keelan Cole, 28 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Nice play, man.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Newton's going to throw it. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Indianapolis, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat